meet some of you, not a lot of you, but just the impact that you all have had on Hunter and Michaela's lives is huge. And so we're grateful not only for just today, but the many ways that you have poured into them, whether it was conscious or unconscious, and the impact that you felt kind of leave them there. Wow. A lot of people have been participating today for a while, and none more than you two. We are so excited to celebrate today. Love you guys. I knew this was going to happen. This is an incredible opportunity that both Hunter and Michaela hold a very dear place in both my heart and my wife's heart. We got to know them as students at the Bible Institute. And kind of a funny process leading up to before they were in a relationship. Isabel already mentioned how Michaela shut that down pretty quickly. And we'll get to that in a little bit. But years before that, Hunter shot that down, which might be a little lesser known. I remember talking with Hunter, and he's first year Bible college student, and looking at what does the future hold, and like walking with him, and I'm like, hey, what about Michaela? He's like, no. Okay, moving on. So nothing ran into that for several years, and then a couple summers later, Hunter is working summer camp. And I remember him saying, hey, I want to talk to you about something. He's like, so, Michaela. I was like, dude, we had this conversation like 2 years ago. Yeah, that's a great option. So he's like, okay, cool, yeah, all right. And then he goes, he's has conversation with Michaela, and he's like, no. And then Hunter's like, comes to our where we're staying at Summer's like, oh, this was so bad. Here's what happened. Boom. Like, she's just not interested at all. And so we got to sit and talk through and work through some things, and as many of you know, Hunter can be persistent and or stubborn. In this case, it was the persistent, and he kept pursuing. He was respectful in that from everything that I know and what Michaela has shared, but also was very intentional. And I saw Hunter shift in ways to love and care for her, to stretch himself in ways to accommodate for her and her interests, and really be so purposeful in all of those actions. And to see where you guys are now is fantastic. And Michaela, thank you for everything you've done to help Hunter, refine him, to challenge him. Long distance is hard, and you guys did it for a long time. But through that, your relationship has grown in some incredible ways. Through the grace of the Lord, we would not have prayed that this was how the relationship might have gone at the start. But looking back, I hope that you can see the way that God has weaved that together to build trust throughout this relationship. Because you guys have overcome challenges that many people may not face until years into their marriage. Learning what it is to genuinely trust the other person in that relationship. Knowing that, yes, we are thousands of miles away, but I know that this person is coming. I know that they're going to carve out that time. And we might not be able to be face to face too often, but we're looking ahead to and to me, that shows a lot of encouragement for what the future holds, because you already have an incredibly established trust between each other. You have already built the Lord as the foundation of your relationship. And so I'm excited to see how you will be hitting the ground running in your marriage, loving each other, serving each other, but also in the ways that you are intentional with those that are around you. Michaela was already highlighted by Isabel in the way that she loves people. Is so tactful in the way that she talks. Just in those conversations where, especially when it's something heavy or delicate, you know Michaela is considering the options before she speaks, and delivers that word that is fitly spoken. And it is so healing. And Hunter, really appreciate the way that you protect your people, the way that you will fight for people. I remember a couple of years after Hunter was a student, and we had shifted from more of a mentor-mentee relationship to friends at this point. And I was going through a rough season. And I remember sitting in my car and like, here are the things that are stressing me out. He's like, who do I need to fight? Like, hold up, brakes, we're good. No need to fight yet. But if that ever happens, many of you know that you could call Hunter, he would be there without question, ready to go, because he's going to protect and he's going to care. And it comes from a genuine place of love. And so, for me, for my family, my wife, I think I can speak for the rest of the people here, we genuinely love you. We are excited for what the future holds. And we are so grateful that we get to be a part of your story and your journey. And so, again, to everyone, if you have your glasses, please raise them for Mr. and Mrs. Elliott.